Hi, this is Marcus Giuliano from HealthyChefDude.com, and I want to talk to you today about fast food in general, but this whole fast food diet craze or phenomenon that started, I guess, back with Subway several years back when Jared lost all this weight. And now Taco Bell has this drive-through diet that they're doing, and it's really deceiving, because they put this stuff on national airwaves. And they make believe, or they make you think like you're going to lose weight by eating their food. And the rest of the picture isn't there. My kids saw it, my 7-year-old son and my 10-year-old daughter, they saw this commercial, and they said, yeah, Daddy, that makes sense. If they ran 500 laps through the drive-thru and only had one burrito a day, I can see if they would lose weight. But even my kids saw right through this. So the thing is, you have to look at the full picture. What are these people eating? What were they eating to begin with? How much of a percentage of body fat did they actually lose? And are they exercising? Are they just eating Taco Bell? Are they eating a calorie-restricted diet where they're following a diet? Because believe it or not, if you restrict your calories, which is what Weight Watchers does, you will lose weight because it's just your body's way of having less calories left over. I'm not an advocate of calorie reduction. I'm a calorie of whole foods. I like us to eat whole foods. I don't count my calories. I enjoy rich foods. I enjoy lean foods, fat or non-fat foods. I enjoy it all as long as it's in its whole natural form. But here's what they don't really say about these fast food diets. They talk about, they glamorize this, but they don't talk about all the chemical preservatives in them. Eric, what's your opinion on all these chemical preservatives in fast food and all the salt and everything?
I think there's enough salt to preserve your body for life. The problem is you'll be dead while you're preserved.
And yeah. So they don't tout everything. Obviously losing weight and eating a healthy diet and working out, it all takes work. It's not some magic pill of driving through and getting some 99-cent menu to go or something, or looking, buying all these subs. It's about balance. It's about eating whole foods. It's about exercising. It's about everything. It's hard work. It's work. Let's put it that way. It might not be hard work, but it's work to be able to do that. So shame on these fast food restaurants for actually portraying that. I'm a little upset about that. So you need to know the full picture. Now, there are some fast food restaurants that are making strides ahead, and there's some that are just way, way, way behind. Men's Health just posted a thing that were 10 worst sandwiches in the country, or 10 worst sandwiches in fast food restaurants. And some of this stuff was like 800-900 calories a sandwich, up to like 1,500 calories a sandwich, which is ridiculous. Most of us can get by with 2,000 to 2,500 calories a day. So having a sandwich that's 1,500 calories plus a soda plus French fries or chips or something else is ridiculous. So on the other hand, some restaurants are making steps ahead. Now there is one restaurant that really caught my attention, and this really isn't caloric based. It's a restaurant called Elevation Burger. And they have grass-fed, 100% grass-fed, grass-finished organic beef burgers. The place originated out of Virginia. They're in Church Falls, Virginia or something. So they're down in Virginia. They expanded from 2002. They have several stores now. They're franchising. And now they just got a franchise in the Middle East, which is really exciting. So a small little store like this is really, really growing. But they really tout themselves on this pure organic grass-fed beef, which is much better for you than other beef or corn-fed beef. And they go on their website that explains all that. The one thing that does disappoint me on there is they talk about their French fries, how they're cooked in olive oil. Eric, you want to weigh in on olive oil? Because cooking in olive oil is not my thing. I don't advocate it. I don't do it. I would never do it. I consider it one of those things that you just don't do. What's your opinion on olive oil, Eric? Cooking.
It's just not a high heat oil. I mean, it just totally breaks down. I believe it's between 235 and 265 degrees, which we all know when places are deep frying something, they're going to 300 degrees to 325 degrees, which basically changes the molecular structure of the oil, and it turns it from something healthy, a healthy fat, to a toxic fat.
Exactly. Now, different olive oils have different ranges of heat based on the way they process it and the way they mix it. So if you're to take extra virgin olive oil, pure pressed, expeller pressed, cold stone pressed, whatever the cold pressing, and look at that, that has a much lower heat point than a refined olive oil, where they mix in the second and third pressings and make that. So some olive oils you read, it says that they have higher heat points. That's the reason why. But when you're talking about olive oil, the only olive oil you should consume is olive oil that is extra virgin, cold pressed. That's the only olive oil. The other olive oils aren't fit for consumption. They're mixing other oils into it, other olive oil grades in it to make it for consumption level. So, olive oil is definitely a no-no to cook with. You only use extra virgin olive oil, and you use it sparingly as a seasoning. You season your grilled asparagus. Once they come off the grill and they're sitting on your plate, then you drizzle the olive oil on top of your pasta with your salad. Gary Null, the health guru, once said, if olive oil were to be invented today, it would be one of the top 5 most therapeutic things you could put into your body. Now, with that being said, some other very therapeutic oils like flax oil and hemp oil, we all know we buy those in the refrigerated section at the health food store. They're in a dark container. We take them home. We put them in our refrigerator. That's how you should treat olive oil. And you should treat olive oil, or the stores and the vendors and the distributors should treat that as well, in the same quality. So you want to buy olive oil that is, it can take a lot of research to find out the best olive oil, but some olive oil vendors, importers, actually have chilled warehouses that they're storing their olive oil in, compared to other vendors who just keep it right in the aisles next to other cooking oils. Huge difference. It costs a little more money to do this, and you have to go to a health food store or a store that knows their olive oil, or go online. I bought an olive oil that's been frozen before because they really want to preserve the integrity of the oil. It comes in small little dark glass cobalt containers, and and they actually sent it to me frozen. I was really impressed. So as a chef, I see a vast array of olive oil distributors out there that are doing all kinds of things like that, from storing it in their aisles with the oil, with the regular oils, in a warehouse where it gets hot in the summertime, cold in the winter, to vendors that are actually taking the time and having their own olive oil refrigerators and understand what's going on. Now, certain olive oil companies that I've spoken with, the producers, will look for these vendors because they understand that these vendors are going to protect their olive oil. So olive oil, definitely you do not want to cook in. Let's see. I think I kind of veered off the track of fast food, but there are some healthier options out there for fast food, but just don't be misled by these big ads that come out there. My kids didn't fall for it. I didn't fall for it. I hope you guys don't fall for it. You are what you eat. Keep asking these guys for healthy options because they will deliver. They will bring through and they will deliver, and that's the bottom line because our dollars count. So you are what you eat, and eat healthy, and try to eat healthy on the road. If not, do what I do: bring your own food, or just ask a lot of questions. Go to an independent, because an independent can actually alter your food. When you go to a fast food restaurant that's a chain, there's no altering the things. There's no saying, well, take a little less salt off of this or that, because everything's formulated and manufactured in a big warehouse, in a food processing plant, and it gets sent all with all their specs. But if you can go to an independent restaurant, if you can find one that's respectable, you can actually talk and have a conversation, say, I'm on this diet, I'm trying to do this, and if you're on time, explain your time limitations to them. So you don't, not half an hour later, not saying, well, gee, I need my check now, I got to get my food, it's not here yet. Walk into a restaurant and say, I'm on a time limitation, it's my lunch, this is what I need. There's a lot of great buffets out there. Some of these big grocery stores, these organic type grocery stores, have great vast arrays of buffets. I love to go to these. Like a Whole Foods will have a huge buffet, and I can pick and choose what I want. And I can see all the ingredients listed on it, and I can take enough for later. Usually when I'm traveling, I love to do that. Walk into one of these stores and just load up and know exactly what I'm getting, or more of what I'm getting. So you are what you eat, and eat healthy on the run.